Whoop, baby. Good morning, guys. Got a good one for you this morning. A lot going on. Going to end the week on a strong note. PTLA, Cody. What's going on? Praise the Lord always. Uh, what's going on this morning, guys? Market. After Trump administration moved to block semiconductor shipments to China-based telecom giant Huawei. We were seeing a sharp decline at Friday's open. So this morning, on Thursday, the Dow surged 377 points or 1.6% after being down more than 450 points earlier in the session. So we're going to keep that in mind today on this Friday. The last few Fridays we have seen in the market have been a little bearish. When Fridays roll around, volume's a little dispersed out there. Seen it be a little bearish. People starting their weekends a little early. So traders, let's go ahead and get into today. Right now, my eyes are kind of on SAVA at the moment. I do like this one. It's on the gap down watch list. SAVA, they came out with pretty terrible news. So you know what I'm doing. I'm looking to scoop the dip. SAVA, this one, they failed their phase 3 trial. What they did was SAVA, Alzheimer's drug, fails to meet primary endpoint. So we're down from about 880 down to 111 here in pre-market. So I'm keeping my eyes here. This one sold off very, very heavily this morning already in pre-market. See if we can get a little push on it this morning. A little bit of a pop on it this morning. Now, traders, yesterday, what were we looking at? We're going to just recap a few of these trades. I think it's a good learning lesson for us, just to kind of recap some of these stocks that we were trading yesterday. I know this one. What did we say yesterday? Now, CoinFox brought this up. Brad in the house. Good morning to you, brother. Good to see you in here. INO, what did we look at? You remember yesterday we were talking about INO. CoinFox has scooped it up at like 1185, and we looked at the personality on this chart. INO always looking left of the chart. And what do we notice? Well, when this thing gets a lot of fear in it, a lot of panic intraday, it tends to buy back up. And so that's what I said I was looking for yesterday. Now, what did we see yesterday? We saw that. We saw panic, a lot of selling pressure coming in from the start of the day. Hit 14 bucks, fell all the way down to 1280. And this one then bounced back up, started to consolidate a little bit. So INO, not bad. What was the other stock we were trading? UNFI, out of the gates. UNFI, this one was on the bear scan watch list, overbought conditions. You remember this stock yesterday, guys? I said day 2. This is a day 2 considered day 2 hangover. So essentially, we have way overbought conditions. This is what we look for every single day. We're going to find these exact same plays even today. So I'm just using this as a reference so you guys know what we're looking for. UNFI, what do we see? Abnormal volume. We see abnormal volume up to 23 million shares. This one, several big days relative to its average candlestick. That's what we look for. What do these candlesticks look like relative to other candlesticks? Well, that means what? We have abnormal volume. What does abnormal volume mean? It means abnormal opportunity. That's what we're looking for, abnormal amounts of opportunity. So yesterday we were looking at UNFI for a short sell, fade all day. UNFI, fade all day. Killed it. So UNFI, INO, and then the other one we were looking at was CREX. Now, CREX, I remember this one had that U-shaped breakout. You remember we were going over this, guys? U-shaped breakout on the daily. Ended up failing it. Upper shadow, tall upper shadow on the U-shaped break. And what do we see? Fake out breakout. So what were we looking for yesterday? Fake out breakout continuation. What do we see? We saw fake out breakout continuation. CREX. This one from it. Well, yesterday kind of went sideways, but 420 down to 320 already this morning. So now what are we looking at this morning? Well, we want to find plays that are similar to plays such as UNFI. Some of these overbought conditions that we can look for another short sell. What are we looking for? Pocket pair aces, some more pocket pair aces. We're playing at the poker table. We have that sweet pot, that sweet hand that we like a lot. That's what we want to play every single time. If I get 7 deuces on a hand, I'm not looking to play that. I'm not looking to bluff it either. And it's not a good idea to bluff in the market either, to keep adding to these terrible hands. So let's find the good setups, and we're going to be good to go this morning. So our leading gapper on the gap up watch list is BLIN. That one's highlighted yellow, meaning what? Very tiny float. Extremely tiny. BLIN, what's going on with the chart? So let's take a look at the news that came out on BLIN. This one is our leading gambler. It's got most of the volume this morning. What's going on with it? Well, BLIN, they came out with this is literally their PR, by the way. Q2 earnings. Came out second quarter earnings were 33 cents of profit per share, compared with an adjusted net loss of $39.94 a share a year ago. So, a year ago they were not doing too good per share. BLIN came out with earnings that were a little bit better than I guess they were expecting. BLIN, their chart not too great. Their chart not too great. Taking a look at the 3-year chart. This one, what do we notice? Pump and dump, pump and dump, pump and dump, and it's always coming back down. Now, can it get a pump and dump today? We'll see. This one's our leading gapper. 232, not the best PR, just Q2 earnings, better than what they were thinking. A year ago, definitely much better. So, it's got some fundamentals. It's got the trader analysis. Left of the chart, technical's not the greatest. We'll see what's going to happen here. Got my line drawn 250, which it is respecting here in pre-market on BLIN. So we're going to keep it on watch. We are going to keep BLIN on watch. Now, my main play out of the gate is probably going to be, I'm going to be looking at some shorts. I may look to locate some shares on one of these stocks this morning. I still am at the moment watching SAVA. I actually did throw a starter position out on SAVA. I do like this one, although it's got bad news. We're way oversold on it. So SAVA, looking to see what this one's going to do out of the gate. We're down, roughly like 700% or something, 600. We're down quite a bit. So SAVA, I'm going to be watching that one for sure out of the gates. Now let's look at some short sell potential plays this morning. Similar to UNFI, that one we were looking at. ALLO, this one this morning. This is one on our bear scan watch list down here. Overbought conditions. ALLO. This is our second one down. 51 million in float. ALLO yesterday had a very strong day. Then we take a look at the same different variables and parameters, such as UNFI. What do we see? Same thing. Abnormal amounts of volume. Abnormal candlestick relative to its average trading day. And what does this provide? Good opportunity. Good opportunity on the short side. ALLO, I do not have shorts for this morning. I could locate. I will think about that depending on what it does. As we see from other stocks, such as very recently, UNFI, they can have a day two big move. So we had a big move, UNFI. This was kind of the breakout point. You guys see this ascending triangle in a way. Ascending triangle breakout. We have higher lows. Then we get kind of squeezed together. Right here, get squeezed together, and then we have that breakup. So UNFI had 2 strong days, provided a great opportunity. So that's not to say that ALO cannot have another day 2 strong green day, but this is still a good setup. Still pocket pair of kings. Bryce in the house. What's going on, man? Good to see you in here. What scanner program are you using? IntensityStockWatch.com. So Intensity Stock Scanners, there's a link in the description below if you're interested in these. There's a lot to look at on these. There's a lot more that I don't even have up here. There's 20 plus charts. These are the main ones I use on it. So I hope that helps, Bryce. Let me know if you have any questions. Always happy to help. All right, another one I'm looking at on the short side. Let's go over APT. APT is not bad. APT had a strong close yesterday. And this one's got a pretty nice pattern on it that I'm looking at. APT, very strong close yesterday. It did hit resistance up towards 17 bucks. 13.20 yesterday opened, closed around 17. So big, strong, bullish day yesterday. Let's take a look at the daily. And what do we see? APT. APT, this one recently had a huge move. Now, when you have a big move such as this on APT, it's usually going to take a while before it has a move like that again. CoinFox in the house. What's going on, man? We just went over INO from yesterday. I'm guessing you scooped that one on up again. It was a nice play. One that we were looking at yesterday for some panic, because when that thing panics, it provides good buying opportunities. When you take a look at the personality of each individual ticker, and you'll realize, the types of move it makes. So on INO, it's not a stock you want to be buying like up into the strength. That's one that you want to buy into the fear. So I personally don't like to buy into strength anyways. Buy strength, sell higher, buy high, sell higher. APT, this one made a very big move recently. Normally it's going to take a little bit of time to make a move like this again. And why is that? Well, just in March, like just a couple months ago, we have a lot of buyers moving in from this, from like what, $15 to $42. And these guys that were looking for just quick intraday trades are now what? They're now bag holders, what I call baggies. Sorry, I'm blocking the scanners. You guys can check those out right there. They're called baggies. And what does that mean? It means they went from an intraday quick, I'm looking for a small window of opportunity type of traders to, I'm a long-term investor in APT now. That's essentially what's going on. So APT is going to have a lot of natural resistance just because of that. You're going to have a lot of people looking for this to pop back up and break even on the trade, or just take a minimal loss to come back up towards those highs. You got a lot of people still in this looking at resistance. Not only that, we have a nice pattern going on here, APT. APT is a bear flag. Now, this can be deceiving because it's making higher lows. This is what they call sometimes a bull trap. It's making higher lows, and it's coming up to this resistance right here, 17 bucks. That's tapped once, two, three times, 3, 4, 5 times right in there. It looks like it's making higher lows. It's what they call a bull trap. But because of this big move right here, it would be considered a bear flag. And I'll pull up a chart that's very, very similar to that right here, guys. Bear flag. You have a lot of selling pressure coming in for many days, and then you start forming this what looks like an ascending triangle breakout pattern, but it's a bear flag. Bear flag all day long. Many different variations of it, but that's what it is. Okay, so that's APT. I don't have shorts there this morning. I am still in. I did start SAVA. I do have a small position there. Starter position at like the low 140s. SAVA, CoinFox, you were not here for that. SAVA, that one, they failed their primary endpoints for, I think, phase 3 trial. They were up roughly like $8 and something. Now they're like in the 150s. So they got way oversold. Could still see a little bit of panic in. I got a feeler out there on it, looking to make a nice little move on it here at the start of the day. Not doing bad on it right now, but I'm going to look to see if that gets a pop out of the gates. And then start working it. SAVA, not bad right now. Not bad. Looking pretty at the moment. All right, so what's next? We got, we went over AALO. We went over APT, BLIN on the Q2. 1 second, guys. My cat wanted in. All right, SAVA, nice. SAVA 158, looking pretty at the moment. That one, I don't know. I could see a nice little pop on it out of the gate. So definitely take. And people ask, like, why do you buy something with terrible news on it? That's essentially how I trade. I buy stuff with terrible news and I short sell stuff with awesome news. I'm usually shorting into strength, buying into fear when everyone else is panicking out. So SAVA 160s at the moment. Not looking bad there. All right, what else? TTPH. Let's go over TTPH. That one is another stock up here. Gap up watch list, 7 million in float, highlighted blue. Low float. That's what that means. Yellow is the tiny float. Blue is very low as well. It's under 10 million. All right, TTPH, 200-day moving average, it does respect 314. Where are we at right now? We're at 218. All right, this one's kind of superfluous at the moment. Just kind of fading on off. I don't think we need to be watching TTPH. They came out with an 8K filing, just updating their shareholders on a potential buyout, another company buying them out. That's why they're getting a little bit of hype. SAVA, decisions. Might lock in a partial here. I don't know. I could see this thing up through $2 pretty easily. Not looking bad right now, though. Not looking bad at all. But yeah, that's going to be a good way to start the morning off here on SAVA. Yeah, it's catching me in a live trade. Isn't that crazy? Catching me in a live trade this morning. 164s, 165s. But traders, any questions at all before we wrap up the live stream? We went over some good potential plays on both sides. Short side, the long side. We got a lot to look at this morning. Brad the Baker. What's going on, man? Yeah, looking for a quick trade out of the gates today, then gonna start the weekend. If you guys have the shorts, APDN's not bad. I went ahead and took SAVA 160. But I think there is still good potential there. You know, I really do think there's still good potential. I'm certainly going to be watching it right at the start. APDN. What's going on here? We didn't go over this, did we? Tapped right up here at resistance. Oh, yeah. APDN was the one yesterday came out with, what news they come out with? Oh, it was earnings. Q2's up. Q2 season right now. Yeah, okay, the one I really like ALT. Did I go over this one? No, APT. Yeah. I do like APT for a short. I have to locate them here, though. I like the bear scan. Or I like the bear flag on the daily. I like the overball conditions. It's a nice setup. Risking off of $17. Have to get a pop out of the gates. So we'll see what's going to happen there. Any questions before we wrap it up, guys? I'm going to miss you all over the weekend. SAVA, I'm almost certain I got out of that too soon. Hoping for a little bit more panic on it out of the gates to get another position. But yeah, I probably sold myself a little soon there. Guys, for those who haven't, smack that like button for me. SAVA 165 at the moment. CoinFox with the little tip of the day. How do you recover from a big loss? you size down and you don't focus on the previous day. Don't focus on trying to get it back. Just focus on training your normal setup. That works. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. The psychology of trading is the most important part about trading, honestly. If you let other days and or other trades weigh you down, it's going to be hard, man. Yeah, so it won't be a bad idea today if we just go ahead and watch, like, I know for maybe some panic. That one fluctuates back and forth quite a bit, I know, and it's got good potential on both long and short side. Not bad at all there. ALL. Let me write these down for you guys, and then we'll get going. SAVA. That's what everybody's saying. Oh my God, panic going to zero. That's usually a good time to buy something. Short sells, ALLO, APT, ACB. Didn't really go over that one that much. Yeah, all the activity right now, all the volume is BLIN, but I'm not changing that one. BLIN. Yeah, okay, so BLIN right now is making new highs, 257. We'll see what's going to happen there. BLIN is not a ticker I care to trade, really. But that's going to wrap up the stream, guys. We got about 5 minutes till the market opens on up. Love you guys. Hit me up if you have any questions at all. 11 guys, y'all are rolling out of bed at 9:23. Yeah, 11 in here now. All right, hit the like button if you want me to do a quick recap on everything real quick. You got 2 minutes. If not, I'm heading out of here. All right, you guys good to go? Cody, no problem, man. Have a great weekend, brother. We will see you Monday morning. Looking forward to it. It's going to be a good day today. CoinFox, don't force any trades. It's Friday. Protect your gains. Absolutely. That's what I need to hear, honestly, CoinFox, because Fridays roll around and I'm pretending like it's the start of the week, trying to kill it. When honestly, I could start the weekend right now off a SAVA trade and be good to go. Gnosis, you hit the like button. All right, man, let's go over it. I'll help you out real quick. So SAVA took a trade there in pre-market. I think there's still good potential there, Gnosis. That one came out with it failed to meet primary endpoints on phase 3 trial. So SAVA, there was a ton of panic this morning. Lots of selling pressure. Could be a little bit more when the market opens. So SAVA, I took a little trade there on the long side. In pre-market, still looking for opportunity there. Kind of would like it to pull back again. That wouldn't be a bad trade there. A couple short sell plays this morning. I wrote them down there for you. ALLO. I don't have time to go into too much detail. I got to wrap this up. But ALLO, overbought conditions on the daily. This one's not looking bad at all. ALLO. And very recently, too, 1743 up to 43. Very similar to that trade we took yesterday, UNFI. UNFI, several days in a row, back-to-back, tons of green volume, abnormal amounts of volume. providing us overbought conditions. Yesterday, good red day on UNFI, 21 bucks to 18. So that was a solid short for yesterday. INO, yes, this one CoinFox brought up. You see these lower shadows here? It's getting balled up every single time it sells off. INO. It sells off, it buys up. And so the last few days we've been watching this one because INO, anytime it has panic, you see this? Panic, it buys up. A lot of panic here at the start of the day, buys up. So that's INO. APT hit resistance. A lot of longs in this that are going to be underwater. So this one, we could see some fade off right here at the start of the day. Also, we have a bear flag on the daily. So APT, a good short potential play as well. What else? BLIN's our leading gapper. If you want to, I'm not trading that BLIN. But that's our leading gapper this morning. But that's pretty much the bulk of the list there. SAVA is probably going to be my main watch here right out of the gate, see what's going to happen there. And that's going to wrap it up. All right. We will see you all Monday.